Dun Shows World.
Welcome to Shows World Gamers, Josh here, and as this week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to look at this week's biggest news stories, this week's gaming announcements, and of course, this week's new video game releases. But if this is your first time on the channel, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button to join in on the fun and make sure you don't miss out on anything. Alright gamers, let's kick off this week in review with a few news stories. Now the biggest news story this week was the long-awaited first look at the Grand Theft Auto 6 we received when Rockstar dropped the first trailer for the upcoming game. Now the trailer drop did not go according to plan, as it did leak early, prompting Rockstar to release the trailer a day earlier than they planned. The game looks, well, it just looks absolutely amazing. Now the rumored setting of Vice City and the story following the couple did turn out to be accurate. Now a press release was sent out showing releases on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series system when the game does launch in 2025. It does look like the PC version is going to come a little later. Now the other huge news story this week was, well, of course, the Game Awards, as they did take place on December 7th at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles. Jeff Keighley hosted the award show where, well, we got a ton of gaming announcements, and we celebrated the biggest game releases of 2023, with Baldur's Gate 3 taking home this year's Game of the Year, and Alan Wake 2 snatching up quite a few awards also. Now we also did get some news coming out of Japan, as Universal Studios Japan did release the first trailer for the upcoming Donkey Kong expansion, coming to Super Nintendo World in Universal Studios Japan, giving us the official name of the land, which will be Donkey Kong Country, and the opening window of spring of 2024. Now in the US, we will have to wait until 2025 to experience a Donkey Kong Land when the Florida version of Super Nintendo World opens in the brand new Epic Universe theme park, as there is no plans for an expansion to Super Nintendo World at the Universal Studios Hollywood theme park at this time. Next up, let's take a look at some gaming announcements. Now the last big announcement that took place at the Gaming Awards came from Capcom, and it was a teaser for the next big mainline Monster Hunter game, titled Monster Hunter Wilds. The trailer was short, but did show the characters riding a mount with some new capabilities, which was really cool, and the teaser ended with a release year of 2025. But they did let us know we will get more info coming this summer. Next up, No Rest for the Wicked is an action RPG that was announced at the Game Awards, coming from developer Moon Studio, who made the awesome Ori games. The game will be coming to the PlayStation 5, the PC, as well as Xbox Series systems. Now, no release window was announced, but they did announce that more info will be coming on March 1st, as they will be doing a special showcase for the game, and I'm definitely going to be tuning in. The Ori games were absolutely fantastic games. If you have not played those games, definitely check them out. They're Metroidvania style games, but they're kind of going in a different direction with this, as this is going to be kind of a top-down action RPG. This game looks really cool. It's definitely on my radar. I'm definitely going to be tuning in on March 1st to get more info on this game, and I'm definitely going to be checking it out. Next up, Dragon Ball Barking Zero received an announcement trailer, and this is the next game in the Budokai Tenkaichi series, with impressive looking visuals and arenas that will actually react to your power and the battle as it rages, crumbling under the destructive power. The game is coming to the PlayStation 5, PC, as well as Xbox Series systems, but no release date has been announced just yet on this game either. Now, in one of my favorite reveal trailers from the entire 3-hour Game Awards show was Sega showing off a really cool trailer of 5 games they are bringing back with updated graphics. Now, the games included Crazy Taxi, Streets of Rage, Golden Axe, Jet Set Radio, as well as Shinobi, as part of a new initiative to revive a number of IPs for today's audiences. And I mean, this just looked awesome. I hope this is just the beginning of what Sega's going to be doing to bring back some of these classic IPs, because Sega has a ton of dormant IPs that they could do this with, and I think they're heading in the right direction. Keep up the good work, Sega. I hope to see more of this in the future. Alright gamers, let's finish up with this week's new video game releases. Now, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora released this week on the PlayStation 5, the PC, and Xbox Series systems. The games are based on the hit movies from James Cameron. The game is an open-world action-adventure game that is going to allow us to explore the beautiful, colorful world of Pandora, with all its exotic creatures, both friendly and dangerous, in this all-new story taking place in an area of the planet we have not yet seen in any of the films, but being canon to the story that is portrayed in the films. Now, Born of Bread is a wacky turn-based role-playing game that released this week on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 5, the PC, and Xbox Series systems. And there's actually a demo available, so you can check out the game right now if you're on the fence on this one. The game has a fun artistic direction with a colorful cast of characters and some fun wacky humor as you experience this fun and quirky story. Now, Resident Evil 4 VR mode is finally out now for the PlayStation VR 2. The VR mode is included with the Resident Evil 4 Remake PlayStation 5 game at no additional cost, but if you don't currently own that game, you can try out the VR version as a demo, as it is also available now. Now, Fortnite also released a trilogy of new games. The first is LEGO Fortnite, a brand new survival crafting game. The second is an arcade-style racing game from Psyonix, the team behind Rocket League, named Rocket Racing, which actually released this morning. And the final game is Fortnite Festival, which kicks off actually tomorrow on Saturday, December 9th, with a collab concert from The Weeknd. The game mode itself is reportedly a rhythm game from Harmonix, the developers behind the Rock Band games. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on December the 8th. The week started with Capcom confirming more Resident Evil remakes are on the way, which instantly got fans hoping that we get to see a Resident Evil Code Veronica remake next. Then we got our first official look at the Grand Theft Auto 6 game we've been waiting, well, just so long for. Unfortunately, the trailer ended with a release date of 2025, so we still have a pretty significant wait before we actually get our hands on the game. And the week ended with the Game Awards crowning Baldur's Gate 3 with this year's Game of the Year award. But let me know anything we may have missed in the comments, and thanks for joining us today, gamers. Joe's World, out.